Hello Libra, this is Sue from Sweet Love Tarot. I'm doing love readings today that should be good for mid-month July through the end of the month. I've pre-shuffled, and so all that remains is the cut of the cards, and we're ready to go. Okay, now this is going to be a two-sided reading, one side representing one person in a couple and the other side representing the other couple. But I can't tell you which one is which because it's come to my attention that it could be either or. So one side is one person's energy, and here's the other person's energy. This is the past, and this is their past. Feelings, and the other person's feelings. Now, what's in the center is what you have in common. And look at the outcome. Okay, I feel the need to pull a clarifier in a couple of different spots. Okay, I want one here, and here, okay, and here. Okay. Okay, now, on one side of this relationship, I have the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Moon in reverse. So we are looking at someone that is basically someone that makes a lot of promises that they don't keep. All talk, no action, that kind of thing. And someone that's seems kind of hasty, someone that's rushing in and doing things without really much forethought. And the Moon in reverse indicates that even with this Page of Pentacles energy, they're in a place where they're releasing fear from the past. In the past, it was a very confusing situation. And you seem to be at a point where you can let that go now. In fact, the past shows, I've got the Devil here, which could be codependency, could be addiction, clearly not something that's right. And what I pulled as a clarifier is the Spiritual Strength card in reverse. So I'm getting that this was the Devil card is because of the lack of spiritual strength, unable to really stand on your own 2 feet and, allow yourself to believe what you feel in your heart is right. I get the impression that you were dependent on someone else. And if this does have to do with addiction, I get that you are having a really hard time letting it go or getting out from under it. Or now this could be your partner also. Bear in mind, it could be flipped either way. Now, I also have, as far as current feelings on the one side, I have the Four of Swords in reverse. So we're looking at someone who feels kind of burnt out by what they've been through. So they feel like they're at a point where they really can't do anything right now. They feel restless, but they don't feel they can move forward. Yeah, that burnout feeling is carrying forward to now. Now, on the other side, I have the Three of Wands in reverse, so and the Magician. Interesting combination. Now, the Three of Wands in reverse is someone who is not really thinking of the future. They're not really planning. They're just either very short-sighted, or they've decided that they don't want to plan a future with someone. And they have the Magician in the upright. Now the Magician is power. This is someone who can manifest what they want in life. A very skilled person, very cerebral, and concentrates a great deal. And this is someone who's action-oriented. This is not someone who's going to sit on their laurels. They may not be making plans for the future or have any foresight, but they're a powerful being. There again, this could be you, or this could be them. And as far as their past goes, I see in the past they did have foresight and planning for the future. And then they had this, in their current feelings, they have squabbles and arguments and stress and tension. So that could be why they're refusing to make plans at this point. And whatever this was in their past, that where they were making plans and were thinking ahead and were making, thinking of the future, it didn't bear fruit, so to speak. All their trouble, all their planting seeds and tending the crops didn't bear any fruit. And so they probably are on edge and very tense. And they feel a loss from this, or they felt a loss with this Seven of Pentacles in the upright. They weren't able to make, like I said, they weren't able to make this happen, and it felt like heartbreak to them. But with this being in reverse, they're at a point where they can let that go now. So they're releasing the pain, and they're open to new things again. Now, speaking of open to new things, you've got the Eight of Wands in the upright, which is fast-moving, good news, or good communication, and I've got the Queen of Wands. So this is exuberance. This is warmth, passion. This is something you have in common. This sounds like a very good pair, regardless of anything that's gone on in the past. The two of you seem to have in common this enthusiasm, the creativity, going forward. So now in the outcome, I have once again the Two of Wands in reverse. So not thinking ahead, not making a plan for the future, undecided as to which way to go. But I have the Queen of Cups in the upright, which is a very emotionally secure, loving kind of energy, very intuitive, very calm. This, even with a lack of forethought, it seems like a plus. And now I've got Authority in reverse. So this is a creative block, and it sort of outstrips the this Queen. This is a more powerful card, and it speaks of domination. Someone that's being controlling and very rigid. That doesn't seem like a great energy to go forward with. So let me see if I can clarify that. Why is the Authority card here for Libra for the mid-month of July? Oh. I have all these cards that fell out. Well, it's not a ton, but I see there's work to be done here to overcome this. patience and planning. It's clear that planning needs to enter into this equation. Partnerships and alliances, and light. Okay, so what I'm seeing is if the two of you want this partnership to go forward, and it does to me look like a good pair with the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. There's enthusiasm, there's communication, there's passion, there's creativity. You have to like create an alliance with this person and focus on the good, the light. This is joy. This is happiness. There's no downside to this card. And patience and planning. There again, that's very clear. So, sorry to have so many cards out here for you, but you know what? Sometimes that's the way it goes. And in the end, the ones that jumped out were good cards. Patience and planning, partnerships and alliances, and light, which is basically the sun. Happy, happy, joy, joy. That's what this card is. So, but it's gonna require some patience. So don't push it, and hopefully things will turn in your favor sooner than later. I get the impression that this is not going to come about in the month of July, just based on this card, the patience and planning card. So let me pull one more message for you. Okay. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words that I need, that I'm ready to speak up, the compassion that I need when it's time to forgive, and the power that I need when I'm lost. So you have to bear that in mind. Everything that you need, you can find within, and recognize that you have all these capabilities so that when you're able to form an alliance with someone, you've got something to offer. So that's what I've got for you this time, Libra, and I hope that's good news. I hope it's not too confusing. Let me know in the comment section if it is, and hope you join me next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.